So welcome everyone, I'm Jackie. Welcome to our Friday's fusion of yoga and Pilates. So following on from our water theme practice last night, it's up on demand for a yin yoga practice that we did yesterday with the water element. So following on from that, let's just spend a moment or two kind of flowing with that sort of end of week vibe. Releasing the shoulders, drawing them up towards the ears, and exhale, slotting them down into their little pockets. Taking a moment or two just to come into a few moments of stillness, or maybe you're still moving with the breath. Taking in that ujjayi breathing. So again, that's a really nice way of connecting with the water element. That wave-like breath as we breathe in through the nose. You might need a sigh or a yawn out for the first few breaths as you just connect. Breathing in through the nose. And exhale again, letting go of the week. Letting go of the morning you've had, or if you're catching up, the day. As we set a nice intention, so today I'd like to flow like that flow of the sea coming in and out. So I'm going to try and be as fluid with my movements today and just really connecting with the movement and breath together. So maybe your intention is something else, and that's okay. This practice, this time of the mat, is your time to move the body, to release those tight spots. As we take a breath in, reach the arm up and place one arm down, and we're going to just slowly flow the arms across, very fluid, turning the palms in and then slowly relax. So you just take this at your own pace, nice and gently. Exhale, reach across. Inhale, lower the arm. Exhale, reach across. Slowly and mindfully. You can even count, so if the mind is still very busy, you can just do a count. 1, 2, 3, 4, and over. 1, 2, 3, 4, bringing you into this very moment. Connecting. Seeing again how the side body is responding, rooting down through the core. That spiraling effect. Then when we hold the right arm down, hold, and then take the left arm across. Take a moment here to reach up slightly, and then exhale, slightly turn, spread out your fingertips so we're connecting with Mother Earth. Look down at your thumb. Take a breath in, lift slightly out, take your seated twist as we exhale, drop the right shoulder. If you're a little tight in the back, just slightly soften or lift up and open the heart center, look behind. Good. Coming back to center, reach the arms over. Let's go back to our little flow sequence. In your own rhythm, in your own time. Notice again how the head is feeling, the neck and shoulders. Hold this side, reach the right arm up. Come up onto the fingertips and then exhale, reach across and lower that hand down. All points connecting to your mat, feeling that energy from Mother Earth. Breathe in and then gently turn and look to your thumb again so we get a little bit more of that QL muscle. Your core is connected, we're feeling that engagement. Breathe in, lift slightly out, and exhale in your own time, twist. So don't worry if you're slightly behind. Allow the natural rhythm, the natural flow, the connection of movement and breath. Breathe in and exhale, come to center. So now with that fluid-like movement, we're going to draw the ear towards the right shoulder. Something slightly different today. We're going to take a half circle with the chin. So drop the chin towards the chest And slowly, slowly draw the chin down to center and over towards the left side. Hold. And you'll feel that really nice opening through this right side of the neck. And then gently chin to left and back through round to center, reverse. Notice those creaks, those cranks. It will probably feel very tight here. Take your time. Fluid movement with the breath. Exhale. Inhale, hold. And exhale. Hold in center now. And the option here is to interlink the fingers and place them on the flat part of the skull. Not pushing or forcing here. Just let the elbows be kind of light. And then we're going to take like some baby cat-cows as such. We're going to drop down, tuck the tailbone under as we exhale, curling in, making a little bit of a ball with the torso. And then inhale, pop your tailbone out and just open the elbows out and slightly look up. Good. This gets right into that middle back. Exhale, curl in. You may notice some creaks and cranks coming out as we just move the water, the fluids around the spine, up and down, curling in. And gently release. Curling in. And gently release. Good. Coming back to neutral. This time bringing our butterfly leg, bringing a little bit of fluid into the hips. We're going to hold our hands onto the ankles or toes and just flutter those knees like a butterfly. You can even bring your hands closer and you can hug in a bit more. Try not to scrunch into the shoulders. Relax those shoulders down. Again, just think of that fluid-like movement, all the fluids and waters moving around, moisturizing, hydrating those hips. Good. If you're sitting on something, come off it. We're going to slowly then come to our mermaid stroke extension. So we're going to lift our hips up to the sky and then follow that pinky, so opposite arm. Gently coming back through center. So it's our mermaid pose, swap legs, and then gently hoist and lift yourself up. Look up at your pinky, opening up the whole torso, the front of hips. Good, we'll do one more each side. Slowly switch, knees down. Make sure your knees are comfortable. Push yourself up. Good, using that strength of the arms, other side. Come to center. Take a little child's pose. So in your position that you like to be, in the direction in the room that you like to be in. And again, a little swish side to side, getting a little bit more in. Start to creep yourself down. Maybe your knees are a little wider, or maybe today you want them a little bit more narrow. Start to walk the hands out. So coming onto the fingertips, let your head draw down. Push your bottom back towards your heels and surrender the head down. A little massage there of the head. Just roll on the mat. That may feel really nice, especially if there's lots going on in the mind. Bring yourself back here. Then place the hands down. Come off the fingertips. You can even soften the hands if your shoulders are a little tight today. Again, just feeling into the kidneys, breathing into the back body. That expansion and contraction. One more breath. When you're ready, then we'll come up to all fours. Let's take some cat-cows. Again, opening up the spine that little bit more. Knees are hip distance as we inhale. Take your cow stretch. More slide shoulders back. Look slightly along the runway ahead of you. And then exhale, curl, tuck under. Spreading out those fingertips. Rock and load, squeeze through the core. And then inhale, release one vertebrae at a time. So again, fluid-like movement. Bringing again that feel of water-like, effortless flow. So cat-cow is your variation if you don't want to do the the vinyasa part, the hard bits, the chaturanga. This is your option, your go-to today. When you're ready, tuck your toes under, take your variation of down dog, or maybe you're not ready for down dog and you're going to take a wide elephant. So you decide. Draw the heels down if you're doing your wide elephant, scoop the belly in, looking through the legs or up at the chest. Soften the elbows. See how the back of the legs are feeling, especially if you've been doing any weights or running or cycling. That hip, heels to floor will feel nice. You'll get a lovely stretch up the back of the legs and down the spine. If you're ready for your down dogs, bring your hands in slightly. They can still be quite wide. Just make it feel functional and start to walk out. Start to twist and turn again, really again coming into that feeling of fluid-like movement. Tuning into your body. Those little movements that feel nurturing, hydrating, opening for you. When you're ready, we'll inhale, come to a high plank, or you can modify and drop on the knees. Exhale, push back to your down dog. Heels slightly turned out. Inhale, lock and load. Again, exhale back. We're going to just do one more of these. Inhale, really spread out fingertips. Lock and load. Exhale back. Step your feet together. Let's just do a bit more opening through the hips. Zip up your dog. Back heel down. Lift your front knee. Point and flex. Just open up that foot a little bit. Bend the knee and look into that front armpit. Three-legged dog. Good. Place that leg down. Again, remember, just make it fluid for you. Take your time. If you want to hold a little longer in one pose, then please do. Stretch the back leg, point and flex, open up the ankle, bend the knee and look into the back armpits. Again, connecting your core muscles, strong through the thighs, lowering down, and then we're going to step or jump to the top of our mats. Take a moment here as we dangle. It's quite nice to do your gorilla stretch, just placing your knuckles down, spread out the fingertips, little rock side to side, and then palms down, little side to side, just giving those wrists a little release. Maybe you even want to wiggle your fingertips and roll the wrists. That should feel nice as well. Take an inhale breath, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. We'll roll up through the spine, any tightness in the back, and then just do a flat back for the first few. Reach arms up through heart center. Take a little baby back bend, squeeze the inside thigh, butt and core. Start to activate, support those back extension options. And then exhale, bring hands through to heart center. Take a moment here just to feel grounded and connected. Feel the sensations, feel the crown of the head elevating up towards the sky. The toes connecting with Mother Earth, rooting down, lifting up through the arches. Inhale up, push hips forward, baby back bend option. Exhale, fold, nose to knee. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. We'll step or jump into a high plank, chaturanga or cat-cow. Exhale, lower down, hover that inch. Inhale, nose, chin and chest. Take a cobra for the first one, or up dog if you're ready. Squeeze core. Bend your knees if you need to. Exhale, back to your down dog. Inhale, hold. Exhale, release. You can float this out if you want more of a cardio, coming forward to high plank. If the wrists are not good today, then just hold in the down dog or take your child's pose. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Good. Step or jump to the top of your mat. As you exhale, fully fold forward. Lots of knee bend option there. Inhale, lift halfway. Good. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll up through the spine, stacking one vertebrae at a time, or take your variation. Take your inhale breath, squeeze inside thigh, butt and core. Exhale, bring hands to heart center. Good. When you're ready, take your back leg behind, take a warrior one. So again, activating into the legs. Both hips now should be facing that short end of the front of your mat. Place the back foot towards the front corner even, sorry. My hips tend to want to do this, so I have to really work quite hard. I struggle with this one because it's an internal rotation of the hips. Spreading out the toes. Taking a nice deep breath in here, push to your warrior two now. Bring that knee over the second and third toe, lean back and then drop in. Fluid-like movements. Let's take our lotus flower at the top as we inhale, look up, spread out the fingertips, and then exhale, look behind, palm down at the front. Inhale up, so just take this with your breath. Exhale forward, palm down at the back. Inhale up, so we're bringing that strength into the legs. Good, one more here. Look to the front, take a nice deep breath in here. Exhale, reverse warrior. Option to wrap the hand round, look up at your top middle finger. Take a right angle as we exhale, reach the arm over. Powering down, feel that groin work that we worked on yesterday. Taking a nice deep breath in here. Good. Coming now down to runner's lunge. Back hand underneath left shoulder, swivel the back heel, and then lift and twist and look to the front. Step out into your plank, so front leg steps back. Take your chaturanga or cat-cow or hold in child's pose. Exhale down. Inhale, nose, chin and chest. Maybe an up dog, but you're ready for now. Exhale, push back and away. 3 rounds of breath. You can flow it out, hold, or take a child's pose. Inhale. Exhale, push away. Inhale, come right up on the tippy toes, lock and load. Good, exhale, press away. Inhale, way forward. Exhale. Good, from here now we're going to step through. Take your forward fold. Take a halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, connecting with that Ujjayi breath. Inhale, roll up, 1 vertebrae at a time. Reach yourself up, squeeze as you look up, and then exhale, follow those hands down. Take a breath in. Good, and as we exhale now, front leg, warrior one. Set yourself up, again, get your hips, maybe using your hands and your hips to help. Bending into that front knee, lock and load, pull up through that back thigh. Take a nice deep breath in here, turn and swivel, take your warrior two, make your alignment, just check. Front heel, back heel. Come into your lotus flower flow, inhale up, look up, and then exhale, look behind. Inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale, look forward, hold, take a moment, inhale, exhale, reverse warrior. Take a nice deep breath in here, exhale, right angle, front elbow, front thigh, reach the arm up. Take a nice deep breath in, top arm down underneath the shoulder, swivel and turn the back heel and take your runner's lunge twist. Come to your high plank or take a child's pose. And we're going to do 4 rounds of half vinyasa. So drop knee option if you like, exhale down. Inhale, nose, chin and chest, come up dog. Exhale, push back. 3 more to go. It's a little challenging, this one. If you're not feeling it, then just hold in your child's pose. Pull the belly in tight. Activate those core muscles. Good, way forward. Drop down, nose, chin and chest. You can use your knees in between. Let's try one more. Way forward, lower down, nose, chin and chest. And then take a child's pose. This time release the arms, wiggle out those wrists, wiggle out the fingertips. Take a moment there. Good, then you're going to come up and you're going to bring your feet forward. So you're going to cross your ankles, lift your knees and slide your feet forward, coming into a nice active stretch now. So we're going to be into the hamstring and calf muscles, toes up to the sky. You could again just move the seating pads out of the way, bend the knees, inhale up, flowing this out again. Exhale, land forward, lower the arms down, chin in and roll yourself up. So some of you may get nowhere near the toes. The most important thing is that you're supporting the lower back. So there's a tilt of the pelvis, that may be a bend of the knees. Inhale, exhale down. Chin in, inhale, stack through the spine. Good, exhale down. Good, really active through the legs. And then we'll take a hold. Feel the navel drawing into spine to support you here. This is really important. Remember, just soften knees if it's too tight. Good, coming to boat pose or half boat. So come forward with the feet slightly, lifting up onto the seating bones, scoop your belly in, walk the toes in a bit more. So we've got half, 1 foot up and down. 1 foot up and down. Then we've got the option of both. Arms away. And then we'll try a high boat, low boat. If you're not ready, you haven't done any core for a while, just hang out here. Low boat, inhale. And then up. And down. And up. Trying to touch the heels. Again, very strong through the core. Keeping heels and shoulders. You guys know this now. All the way through. Good, then take a full body stretch. Just stretch the arms overhead. Full body stretch, point the toes. Place the hands down and then slowly just bring yourself to on your back, just moving into the spine a little bit. We'll start our Pilates little section. So finding your neutral position, rocking and rolling the pelvis a few times. And then in between those 2 points, your neutral position, squeeze the core. So we've now got this very active sensation running up either side of the navel. That's your transverse abdominals. Try not to let your ribs flare out, pull them back in. Good, hands at the side. We're going to give you options. If you've got your little weighted balls, you could add them in now if you like. So we're going to lift the right leg. Knee over the hip. Good. Slowly then imprint and lift the back knee. There's knees at hip distance, point and flex, and just let go of any tension held into the shins. And then we'll take a toe tap or heel tap, exhale tap, inhale return. Now, starting off here with the hands on the floor. If you're ready and confident, you can immediately take the arms to level 2. Pull back down on the shoulders. Try not to feel like you're pulling your fingertips up to the sky. Connecting core. Don't let go of that connection through the ribs as well. And then we can start a scissor. Opposite arm, opposite leg. So again, make sure you can see the eye of the elbow, the inner part of the elbow out of the corner of your eye. And the corners of your shoulder blades stay connected to that mat. Exhale, tap. So the heel is an option if you're very strong and dominant through the quads and hip flexors. They clink and clank. If you want to toe tap because you've got no issues there, then you can toe tap instead. Good. Exhale, tap. Inhale, return. Anytime you feel your back lifting off the floor or your abs giving up, you haven't done any core work for a while, stop and reset. Realign yourself, re-engage, and then just start again, join back in. The next option is sliding the heel to the top of the mat. Again, if this is too much with the arms, then just do it with the lower body and take those arms out on that 45-degree. So you're drawing a straight line with the heel, push it to the end, and then roll it back. Good. Should be feeling that now. 4 more of these. With or without your arms, you choose. Make it work for you today. Good. Then we're going to hold. Bring your right knee into chest and stretch out your left leg. Then we're going to come in for a pulse 1, 2, and then we're going to swap legs. Single leg extension. So 1, 2, and switch. This is too much rolling your shoulders off the floor, then just place them back down. So there is an imprint of spine now. Again, using that more stronger Pilates breath. Out through the mouth. Option then here is a straight leg. Drawing the knee in. If your hamstrings are super tight like mine today, then just keep a softened knee. Keep those core muscles really strong and engaged. Anytime your body starts to release or the abs feel they've overworked or the back starts kicking in, stop, reset. 4 more of those. 2 and 1. Good, well done guys. Take a little release. Take a little side to side, little window wipe, rock and roll the pelvis again. This time bring your hands behind your head. We'll do some upper work. So we're going to crunch in. We're going to roll in for 2 and back for 2. Make sure your legs are not too close to you. You want that 45-degree. Yeah. Rolling the ribs towards the hips. Not yanking or pulling the head. Exhale out. Inhale back. Try and avoid tilting the pelvis as you do this. Don't imprint your spine as you come up. Keep your body where it is. Let the body work. Exhale up. Inhale down. We can add a knee lift. In for 2 and back for 2. Swap sides. Good, 4 more of these. Now take that front leg over the back leg, so your supine pigeon. We're going to bring opposite elbow to opposite knee. So we come up for 1, twist, release, and lower. Up, across, back, and down. So getting into those obliques. Good, lift, across, back, and down. 2 more this side. Good, swap sides now. Rock and roll your pelvis again. Come back to your neutral position. Lift the leg. Flex the foot. Lift up, across, back, and down. Up, across, back, up, across, back, and down. And again. 2 more. Good, well done. Take a little release there again. You might want a nice big full body stretch. Okay, working on that area under the navel now. We're going to do our scissors. So slowly rock and roll the pelvis. Lift your legs up. Have a soft bend in the knees if you like. Now really plant down, so you are pushing your spine into the mat up here. We're not going to let this lower back arch. We're going to go down for 1, 2, back up for 1, 2. Plant those hands down, so the back of the arms, 2, 3, and 4 are firmly down. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Go down for 6. Now, if it's too much, just bend and swish at the knees. Back up for 6. Down for 8. Should really feel that that should be very strong sensation under that belly button area. Good, reversing it back down for 8. 7, I know this one's hard. Well done, guys. Back up for 8. Breathing into it. Feel that connection. Down for 6. 5, well done, guys. Back up for 6. Don't let that spine lift off the floor. Down for 4. Back up for 4. Down for 2. Back up for 2 and take a well-deserved little rest there. Good job, guys. Coming into bridge pose now. Let's slowly lower the feet down. We're going to do a few roll-ups and a few roll-backs. So arms out on that 45 degree. Make sure you've got nothing under your head now. We're going to imprint the spine, slowly squeeze and scoop, lift the hips up to the sky. Push down through the back of the arms. Inhale at the top, and then peel down the upper back, the middle back, the lower back. Release to neutral, drop the pelvis, pubic bone, hold, and exhale back up again. Inhale at the top, so you've got that nice squeeze through the glutes. Exhale, peel down. Next one, we're going to hold. So you're going to hold at the top, and then you're going to hold here, and you're going to walk the hands underneath the tailbone, interlink the fingers, and walk the elbows in. Feel the back of the head connecting to the mat. Try not to, again, roll on the feet. So push the big toes, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Option, heels off the floor. Slowly release the arms, peel yourself down, 1 vertebrae at a time. Don't rush this. Remember that fluid-like, water-like movement. Good. We need to get onto our bellies now. So knees together, roll yourself up. And in your own time, take yourself onto your belly as we come into back strengthening. Slowly now. Take a moment or two just to land your belly down. Little swish of hips side to side. Taking a moment or two here. Again, just breathing into the back body. Push down through the thighs. As we take our back extension work or strength work, we're going to push the pubic bone down, draw the navel in with that inhale breath. Exhale, lift your right front foot and then lower down. So very small movement. We don't want to activate the glutes. We want to just try and build a little bit of strength into that lumbar spine, the erector spinae muscles. Inhale, touch down, squeeze in, exhale. Inhale. Now, sometimes if you do this and you don't feel your lower back is firing up, you might need some glute myofascial. Yeah, so get that tennis ball out. Maybe there's a misalignment somewhere in the body. So sometimes resetting it with the balls or the foam roller can really help. Now we'll do a double leg if we're feeling good, everything's feeling great. Push down, squeeze in and exhale, lift. Now we're using the glutes. and slowly release. Don't jolt. Breathe in, prepare. Exhale, lift. Gently down. We have the option to lift the elbows off the floor to increase this a little bit. If we're happy where we are or need a rest, then take it. Lifting up and lowering down. Again, try not to agitate. If there's a bit of tightness, then don't overdo it. 2 more of these. Good. Then slowly relax for a moment. We'll take our bow pose now, a nice quad stretch as well. Bend one knee, grab that same hand round to catch hold of it. If this is troubling your lower back, then just roll onto your side and take a side stretch. Just again, be mindful what's going on with the knee as well. If it's signaling to you, then just watch what you're doing with the foot or how you're holding the foot. Good, swap sides. Bend the knee. I need my knees a bit wider than my hips. That just gives me a bit more support. Scoop your core, really engage, remember. Gently coming back to center. Hands underneath those shoulders. Peel yourself up. Take your child's pose just to counter that back work. Again, just breathe into the back body. Coming into a nice thread the needle, just for any tension in shoulders. Back to all fours. Lift your front arm up. Breathe in. And then exhale, peel the hand. So you're dragging those knuckles along the mat, palm up. Turn the side of the shoulders and head down. Keep the arm where it is, or walk it forward or wrap it round. Slowly release. Again, very fluid like. Bring the arm back, reset in center. Take the back arm and exhale, loop under, turning the head. And then when you're ready in your own time, bring the arm back. Lying on your back now, we're going to take a nice twist variation. You might feel comfortable with a pillow in between the knees. Take a moment or two here just to relax into the lower back. So again, if you've got any tightness in the spine, you may appreciate lifting your hips towards the back of the mat and slowly over the next few minutes, taking the knees across, stretching the arms out. Look up, look down that back shoulder, or same way the knees are going. If you're feeling it's too weight bearing, be mindful not to split the knees, keep the knees stacked. Or just soften, just ease out, back out slightly. Good, slowly coming back to center. Use your core muscles again, re-engage, reset. Lift your hips now to the front of the mat. Spread your arms out, or take your cactus if you've not got much arm room, and glide the legs just slightly across wherever feels comfortable. If there are no back issues, you could take the leg across, but just be mindful if you haven't done any twists for a while, just easing yourself back into a little routine. The great thing about Zoom is that we don't have to get in our car and travel anywhere and sit in traffic. You can just quickly log on, giving us a bit more work-life balance. Coming back to center. Slowly bringing the hands down by the side, hugging those knees in, and take that little massage, drop the tailbone back down, little massage side to side, giving those kidneys a little bit more love. And you can even say to yourself, I love you, kidneys. I love my body, my organs, the water that flows through me. Slowly just let the feet fall out. Maybe take a big body stretch if that feels nourishing. Big stretch, let the ribs expand. And then drop the hands down by the side. Let the feet fall out. Reconnect. Filling all the points. That blueprint into Mother Earth. You can imagine that colored light from the right ear going down, sketching around the body, around the fingertips, up the arm, down the side, hips down the outer right foot, round and up to the groin, down the left, and just pencil round that breath or light. Down the left arm, up the left arm, shoulder, neck, over the head. Letting go of any last remaining bit of tension. Letting go of any of that negative talk. Taking you nicely into the weekend. With that more mindfulness, that fluidity of breath, that connection to breath. As we inhale, just feel ourselves filling up that cup of love, abundance, and gratitude. And as we exhale, letting go of that negative talk, any knots, any restrictions, any doubts. Inhale, drawing in that feeling that everything is just as it's meant to be, right here in this moment. And as we exhale, letting go of the need to control. Trust the process. Inhale. Connecting with our inner smile, we can set our nice intention, hand on heart and belly. Take into the rest of your day something positive. Could be that affirmation you're working on. It could just be the feeling of love, abundance, or gratitude. Take a big breath in, inhale, reach those arms. Little wiggle out through toes and fingers. Big stretch, hug knees in, little release side to side. Roll into fetus. You're very welcome to stay there for a while. Rolling yourself up if you're choosing to join me here. Hands in heart center. Namaste. Thank you so much for your practice. You may feel like a little bit of journaling or a gratitude list to finish our practice with pure positivity.